Dude, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Brendan Healy joining us today from Cabrinha.
It's that time.
And welcome to the 12 Days of BrandMas. So we're going to ask Brendan a series of questions here, which I think you have on the email. Nothing crazy. Nothing. We're not going to off-channel anything on you. I think Jake had about 8 or 10 questions here. We'll keep it short if we can here, and we'll get the first question was for Brendan was what is your favorite new standout product from Cabrinha for 25-26? What one thing was kind of like, oh, I know it's a drifter. I know there's always
hard to narrow it down to just one. Honestly, we just you know what I mean. We have so much stuff. It is pretty. Yeah, it's incredible. But honestly, I got to point to the Union foils, the new foils. I think
yes,
we just released those things, and it's kind of been a little bit of a long time coming, I think. But it's been a lot of effort from a lot of people internally and externally too. You know, it was a partnership with Mike's Lab. Which is great, and using their basically connection technology and geometry in a lot of the aspects, and fuselage and mass fuselage connection. But man, those things have been incredible. It's just the glide and the stiffness and the rigidity on that whole platform. It's truly like no other foil I've really ever used, and I've gotten like super into the parawinging recently. Really started to get into it over the summer. And those foils just like they do that so well. Really do.
And it's cool because it's got the Cabrinha brand on it. I mean, it's one thing to, it's, I know you guys are stoked. It's one thing to have an amazing product, but then one that you guys are developing and you guys have your name on it and you're marketing and producing these. That is just, that's next level. And being legit stoked about it, as I know even our guys were, and then I haven't got my hands on those yet, but I know our key players have been using it and been like, dude, this is good stuff. And that's awesome.
Epic, man. Yeah.
Super stoked for you. Well, okay. To piggyback, what is there a favorite product that you have that is not made by Cabrinha? Is there something out there that you're like, I like that. Sure. That's a good play.
Yeah. I think, like I said, that getting really into the parawing scene, and we haven't really at Cabrinha, we haven't really released a product on that yet. They're in the works for sure, but we kind of sat out the first round of development really to see where it went, and see where the sport in general went, if it took off, if not, if there was a lot of development there, innovation, if not, and there's some positives and negatives. You definitely happy that we didn't rush in right away with something that maybe wasn't exceptional, but at the same time, we get to see, okay, what works, what designs work. You definitely get to see a lot happen in the market without putting a lot of investment up front into it. But man, I've tried pretty much every one of those things under the sun at this point. I think that I can get my hands on, and I've really, the Ozone Pocket Rocket it's incredible. I have 3 of them myself. Love them, and like I said, they complement our new foils so well. It's just, I'm having so much fun with it. I love it.
Yeah. So now, poor Pat is like, oh man, now I got to design one of these.
Oh no,
he's gone. I see the writing on the wall. I know where this is going.
Yeah. It's long down the rabbit hole right now. So we should see some early prototypes pretty soon. Pretty excited about that.
And that's one that I think everybody, both on the brand side and the retail side, we're like, well, what's going to happen with this? Is this something that we're going to have to put some time into, or is this a little bit of a flash in the pan, and not to be too wordy. I mean, we all thought that about winging, when we first
get into
that.
I did.
Okay, here's let's bring in a few hundred units and we'll move through them and it'll be done. And nope.
Yeah, so, the way it goes.
And I feel Parawing, man. That's one of those things that I think we're going to be seeing more of that from not only the demand from the market, but from the brand development. I think it's it's kind of cool, you know, and especially if you're in an area where you're trying to paddle through any kind of substantial beach break, you can obviously stow that and paddle and duck dive and then get outside and then launch, which, you know, gosh, wingers who don't have any shelter, you know, something to be able to get through, you got to hustle.
Yeah, you can really.
Yeah,
It's pretty
and if you
entertaining,
don't have a long interval, long interval swell, or no, if you're dealing with beach break and close interval chop, yeah, man, that's a challenge. And so I feel like on the parawing side, that's definitely an answer to that challenge. Speaking of challenges, what do you see anything? The question was, what do you see as one of the most significant losses to the industry this year? And that's broad form. That's like anything. Is there, you know, something that you feel like, oh man, that missed the mark, or that was a bummer that happened, or anything?
You know, honestly, I don't. This is kind of like a super broad conversation starter, I think. But I wouldn't see anything that like any individual specific thing. I think in terms of just a bit of a bummer this year is definitely the tariffs.
Dude, that is no joke. That is no joke. Yeah,
like front and center on everybody's mind, I think. You know, and I mean, it obviously really hurts the overall industry in terms of brands and retailers, of course.
Sure.
But it also
and consumers.
Exactly. Yeah, that's where I was going. Is I think with where it hits the most is consumers, and I think it's across the board. You know, it's every product from every brand. If you look at it, all of those prices have gone up. Every single one of them. It doesn't matter what it is: control system boards, foils, kites, wings, anything. Everything has gone up, and you know, of course, I know everybody has their own opinions on it, of course, but it's
for
just,
sure,
you know, we're at this, like, you know, in the grand scheme of things, we're a pretty small industry in the world, and to just flip a switch overnight and say, okay, you have to bring all that manufacturing or whatever, you know, domestic. What people forget is that even all the stuff that makes up the stuff, you know, the canopy material, the wings, you know, carbon fiber, that's all made. It's all produced overseas, so you know,
every little fastener.
Literally, I mean, we don't have, you know, to create new carbon fiber plants or source domestic carbon or canopy material or even lines for bars. I mean, a lot of that stuff's made in Europe, so it is the biggest. Definitely the biggest stunner in the side of 2025 for sure.
That was a stunner, and I'm sure you guys, as you were coming into it, thinking, all right, we got to be able to pivot here. What are we doing? You know, and that's and then, you know, we obviously are retailers, but then we're all consumers, and so you know, we have, you know, choices to make there. And for those of us in wind sports, I know, you know, our sessions are directly proportionate to our sanity, you know. So if it's like, man, I you know, if it's becoming a challenge to get your hands on gear because of additional costs, you know, that's hard. I mean, first world problems, right? But exactly. That's for real, and that's one that we were all affected by that, no matter what your position is. But well, how about back to content? Do you have any favorite YouTube channels that you like to watch personally?
Totally, man. I mean, definitely this one not totally specific to our industries, but man, the Pinch My Salt show with Sterling Sterling Spencer. That's really incredible.
Yeah. There's so much good. Oh, dude, there's so much good content out there. And I know of Sterling Spencer, but I'm not familiar with the channel. I'll have to.
It's very like surf oriented. He's based in like Florida. Yeah, it's so good.
That dude is a trip.
Content in there every now and then. It's pretty hilarious.
Shout out to Sterling Spencer. That is true. Yep. That's a good one.
I mean, I gotta give it to Gwen Le Tutour. I mean, his stuff is incredible. You know, he's always pushing it, always stepping it up. And his content's unreal. He probably doesn't go in the water without a camera ever. But what he's done and what he's done overall for the industry. I mean, I would argue that he's to a degree definitely changed the way brands market to consumers, and even potentially the way that retailers, you know, interact and and connect with consumers for sure.
Gwen has a good he means well. And he's extremely knowledgeable, and then he's competent when he gets out on the water. He's fluent on all levels of performance, and riding. And then when they jumped in it with the waterproof mic that they were using, and dude, giving the viewer that almost like you're riding along with him kind of perspective.
Totally. I would imagine that he was probably the first one really to use that thing.
Yep. The guys over at Foil Drive rigged up something kind of a fun way of doing something similar to that, and it worked really good. And then they had long lens from the beach and drone, and we're synchronizing all that together for that. But it was given that, again, I'm kind of right there with you riding, and you're as you're experiencing things, as Gwen was riding along and experiencing something, he could convey that just as casually as we're talking right here. Right. It almost was to a point where you're like, what, how? He's not dubbing. He's not. That's not voiceover. That's like he's doing that right now, and we're like, "What mic is he using?" So we got our hands on some of those too, and we haven't put them to use just yet. But that was cool, and I absolutely do. Gwen is a big shout out to Gwen and Damo when they were working together, and I don't know where they're at on that now, but that was just fun. The genuine delivery of really good, clean content was awesome, and is awesome. And if for viewers, if they haven't watched that yet, check out Gwen. What's his channel name? Do you know it right offhand?
I think it's Damien's channel. I'm pretty sure it's Damien Leroy's.
Got it. Yep. So you can find that. Yeah. Find that there. He's good. I highly recommend it. And that was a good call. Sucking wind over here.
Oh, good, man.
Dude, it's dry and cold up. Yeah, dry and cold. Yeah, I'm looking outside right now. There's snowflakes and.
Oh man.
I think Tucker was going out for a session right now, though. It was a little south, pulling through. It's probably knee high, waist high, maybe. But you do have peace and tranquility out there. There's nobody. You're not fighting for sets, man.
Yeah, probably don't have any jet skis ripping down like you do in Miami.
We get a little of that peak summer, but you don't have to worry about that now. Maybe some fishermen hassling you from the jetty, but that's about it. How about on social channels too? How about do you have any favorite Instagram channels that you're following?
Yeah, shoot. I mean, honestly, all of Adam Bennett's stuff, Mr. Bennett's, dude, his stuff is pretty inspirational, Mr. pretty Bennett's. Incredible, obviously. Yeah.
Yep. Makes you want to go foil, doesn't it? Like, regardless of what your ability level.
It really does, man.
I can go do that right now.
Totally.
Oh, the fluidity.
Those are great. And, I mean, again, with Gwen stuff and, all that stuff's it's genuinely, like, pretty inspiring. I feel like you learn something from it every time you watch it, and it's definitely gives you
it inspires you to want to go.
Want to go out in the water. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And that's the key.
Yeah. And then anything, cat videos, your standard Instagram stuff.
I can always tell when my youngest is logged on and I'll come home, my algorithm will be all screwed up with cat video. I'm like, what? It's cat videos and basketball is what exactly. I can tell when somebody's been on my feed. I'm like, what are you doing? Dude, how about you got a favorite vacation spot, whether it's beginner or intermediate?
Totally, man. Yeah, I think.
Without giving up any secrets.
Yeah, for sure. I haven't been back in probably 2 years, but man, La Montana is like, that's pretty tough to beat. I mean, the food's incredible. If you like tacos, you like Mexican food, which I do.
Yeah,
that's pretty hard to beat, and it's just like it's a really welcoming vibe, and it's a like a non-threatening place to ride.
Cool.
It's pretty windy. And man, if you'd ever got on the water one day, you'd rent some ATVs, dirt bikes, rip around the desert. You're gonna have an incredible
fun.
You would have so much fun. So, yeah, man. I mean, I went there continuously for like 4 straight years, and I couldn't get enough of it. I loved it. But yeah, I mean, it's not. It does turn on, and it gets big, and it gets awesome. But I think for the most, I would say 99% of the time, it's pretty welcoming to people of like every level.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. It's definitely not like a super warm place to ride in the winter. I mean, it's chilly. You know, you're riding in like full 3.2s and 4.3s, but
chilly by whose standards?
Yeah, exactly.
Miami.
Would argue.
It's us, the Canadians, and us from Michigan. We'll be we'll be just fine. Shorts and a
you guys are in.
shorts and a thermal top. We'll be all right. Where are those kooks from?
Yeah.
Good call, dude.
Yeah, good
and
spot.
Along those lines, if you could only, I think one of the last questions here was if you could only ride one place for the rest of your life, where would that be?
Man. Yeah, I mean, this spot, man, truthfully, my experience in this spot is pretty limited, but man, Puerto Rico, specifically on like the west end and like the Aguadilla area, that place is like, you definitely need to be a relatively competent rider because it's very, very, very reefy, very rocky. There really isn't a whole lot of sand. Like there are beaches that's always blocked by some sort of reef. So getting out and in can be a challenge.
Sure.
And knowing exactly where you're going can be a challenge, but man, big waves, big ocean, big thing, and that place would challenge you for sure. And I mean, living in Miami, it's an hour and a half flight, no passports. You just you land and you go. Margaritas, you're good to go.
That's cool. Especially like you say, knowing that you've got that close proximity, that can probably be a last minute decision. Like, hey, what are you guys doing this weekend? Let's chat over.
Flights out of like Fort Lauderdale from here, we're obviously spoiled, but they're like, you can get them for $200 for the last round trip.
Yeah.
You can literally just say like, all right, I'm going down there this weekend.
Totally.
And there you go.
And wing it.
Pretty awesome, man. It's not too bad.
Thanks for the insight on that. That's a good one to bookmark. I've not been to Puerto Rico yet. That sounds
incredible, man. Super fun.
One more question. Jake wanted to know about your favorite holiday beverage.
Favorite holiday beverage.
What you got there? What's
Mine
the bartender bringing up?
It's a little out there. So I'm from Maryland originally, and man, used to still go home, go to Ravens games with my dad, football, and man, you sneak in some hot chocolate in there, load it up with tequila. It's incredible. A little off the wall. Doesn't really sound like
expect
great, but man, it's pretty good.
you said hot chocolate. I thought you were going to go with peppermint schnapps or something like that. I did not see tequila coming.
Really hard stuff in there, man.
Wow,
it's pretty. I gotta admit, it sounds kind of gross, but it's incredible.
Well, a lot of times I'm like, I gotta try that. This one, dude, I'm honestly like, don't think I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, don't need to. That doesn't sound that great.
That's that. Nobody's gonna guess that.
No. Definitely not. Even if they hear this, they probably won't try it. But if you do, you'll be pleasantly surprised.
You heard it here.
Pretty great.
Oh, well, Brendo, thank you, dude. Thank you so much for the insights. Thank you for sharing the stoke with us this 12 days of BrandMas. And we'll get this content out and on one of our newsletters here. I think we're shooting those out first next week. So you can look forward to that. And we'll be interacting with guests, I think, or with our viewers and with our customer base. I think we've got some questions rolling out on social that will be specific to the questions that you've answered. And so I should know more about that, but I'm just doing the video sets. So we'll wrap it with that.
Well, Santa Claus, I love her so.